Good, good. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, good. So as you're looking at my screen right now, okay, so this is like in reality, right? So it's saying like I'm an airline pilot and my starting salary is 9,500, and obviously I'm saving for I have a savings of $100, right? So it's just like someone going through life, okay? So it's just saying forget about all of this. It's just saying, oh, you have a new baby, because obviously in life, when you have a new child, your expenses becomes more, right? But that's okay. So it's just saying that your child expenses is going to increase by 480. But now let's look at the financial statement. You can see the financial statement right now. See all the liabilities, right? So you can see the liabilities here. So it's saying that my home mortgage, which is worth $143,000. Okay, so that's a liability to me. My car loan is what, just according to this game, right? So my car loan is worth $15,000, and my credit card. So this financial statement is very important to understand. So my retail debt is $1,000, and my real estate business is okay. Sorry, this is just a different heading. Like I don't have any on there. And then you can see right now. So it's in assets. Okay, so right now I have no assets, right? So, and you can use cryptos. I mean, it doesn't have to be stocks. Okay, so now it's saying I have a new baby. I'm just gonna say okay. I'm gonna continue with my life. Usually you roll. So now I have a cash of $3,000 because I've been saving for $400 every month, right? So now I have an opportunity to deal in a business because my cash is really, really low. As a person, I am not going to deal in a big business right now. I am going to deal in a small business. Okay, so I'm going to click on small. Okay, this is good. Imagine today, right now, you can buy a crypto for $1, right? Let's just say $1. So although this is saying stocks, okay, but let's say you can buy a coin, like a crypto coin today for $1, right? So, and I've got $3,000, and I want you guys to pay attention. This is how the rich people think, okay? So this is where you need to pay attention. A lot of people, they're gonna say, "Wow, I've got $3,000 in my can. I'm not gonna buy a lot, right? I'm just gonna buy maybe $10 or $100 or $500. But watch what I'm gonna do, guys. I am gonna buy cryptos. In this case, it's saying stocks. So I'm gonna buy cryptos that is worth $3,000. Okay, because it's so cheap right now. It's $1, right? And then it says that I can resell later between $5 and $40. Okay, this is how the rich get richer. Okay, but I'm gonna say buy. Okay, done. Now, all the money in my account, I put it on cryptos. I took a big risk, right? All the money in my account, I put it on stocks, okay? I'm going to continue my life, okay? I'm going to go on. So anytime it says roll, it's just like you're moving from month to month, right? So I'm going to go to the next month. Again, I have an opportunity to deal in a small business. So in between, as I was going, after every cycle, I'm going to explain that later. So after every cycle, at the end of the month, I'm still getting my salary and I'm still able to save 2,120, right? And I'm going to find a small opportunity, okay? So it is saying, so certificate of deposit, I don't usually do those. So I'm gonna pass. Once again, remember, always invest in things that you know about. Like if you're not sure about something, it's better for you to be safe than sorry, right? Always get educated. So I don't do certificate of deposit, so I'm gonna pass. Okay. So every time it gets to the orange section here, that is like every 30 days, and I get paid. Okay. And then you're gonna notice something. I just want to explain something. And then I've got another opportunity to deal in a small business. Okay. So it's saying that it stocks is selling for $10, but eventually I can only sell between $10 and $30. Okay. For now, I'm gonna pass because I'm not gonna make good profit on this. I like to make good profit, guys. So I'm gonna pass. Okay. So then I'm gonna go to the next month. Again, usually I start with the small deals, and you're gonna understand later. So okay, saying that a friend needs a cash. Okay, so tell me, if it were you, okay? You only have 4,240 in your bank right now, and someone is in need of a cash. They're your friend and they need the $3,000. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna give them, or you're gonna pass. So Let me know what you're gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do anyway, but let me know what you're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Abdul, so I'm gonna pass. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna pass. That's probably what I'll do, guys. If I have like $10,000, then it's different. But if I have $4,000, definitely I'll pass. Okay. No. It's not an opportunity to be a lender because this is a friend. They're not gonna pay you back on interest, right? And they might not pay you ever. It's your friend. So once you give them the $3,000, forget about it. So that's just the way it works. So I would pass for now. In the future, definitely I would give them something. So now, okay, look at this, guys. So look at this. So now I've been able to save 6,360. This is probably after like 3 to 5 months. Okay, this is not like immediately. Okay, so let's say after 3 to 5 months I've been able to save 6,360. Now I have an opportunity to invest in the property. Okay, listen guys, it says the down payment of the property is 4,000. Remember, if you gave your friend $3,000, you're not going to have this money to pay right now. Okay, so anyway, down payment is $4,000, right? So and I've got $6,000, so I don't even have to go to the bank. But once again, remember, this is just a virtual reality kind of a game. It's not like it's exactly the same thing in real life, but because right now properties, you're not probably gonna get a property for $40,000. You might anyway in some places in the States, you might. But anyway, so it's asking me to pay 10%, which is $4,000, and I've got $6,000. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna show you something after I do that, and then you understand better. So I'm gonna buy. Okay, so I bought the property, right? Watch what's gonna happen next. So look at my balance. So start focusing on my financial statement here. Look, now in my asset column, I have the shares that I got for a dollar, right? Now, remember, I've got 3,000 shares. That's an asset. That's an asset right there. Okay. Now, I just paid $4,000 as a down payment for a property. It becomes an asset. And guess what? Look at my income, my passive income. So we call this passive income. Okay. So now I am building my passive income gradually. If I want to go back to Abdul's question, now you can see that's the mortgage that I took out. So it is a liability. So I have a liability of 36,000 because I paid, remember, I paid 4,000, right? So, but the old property is worth 40,000 and it's showing in my asset column. Okay, now if I go up here, you can see my income column. You see what I was talking about. So I am making $140. So you can see my passive income is growing. So it's saying that I've got another child again. Oh, well, okay. So obviously expenses happens in life, and it's saying that I should buy a big screen TV. Come on, guys. So I'm gonna pay $4,000 just for a big screen TV. Well, I have no choice because it doesn't give me any choice. Okay. So now when it gets to the orange one, I get paid. So okay, I'm gonna continue my life again. It's giving me an opportunity to deal in a big or small business. I'm gonna take small business again. Okay, look at this, guys. So it's saying that there isn't an house for sale. It is for $50,000, but the down payment is $3,000. Guys, I don't have $3,000. So I'm gonna borrow money from the bank to be able to buy this property. But I'm gonna do two things, and I'm gonna explain to you why I'm doing that. So I'm gonna say, okay, I'm interested in this property. I want to buy this property because the cash flow is gonna be $100. So if I say buy, and it's gonna tell me that I don't have money. Okay, so it's saying that I should take out a loan, which is what we call other people's money. Remember, guys, learn to see money with your mind, not your eyes. And guess what I'm going to do here? So he's saying I should take out a loan of $2,000 with a monthly payment of $200. I am going to say no. Do you know why? But I am going to be making $100 back. So that means I'm in a deficit of negative 100, right? I hope you guys understand that. So my what I can make on a monthly basis on this property is $100. I cannot make more than $100, right? And at the moment, I do not have enough cash myself to buy the property. But if I take out a loan, I'm gonna be paying $200 back every month. But I can only make $100 back on the property. For me, it is not a wise investment. So I am going to pass. So I'm gonna say no. Sorry. Yeah, you can see that. So I can only make $100, but I'm gonna be paying back $200. So start putting your questions in so I can answer any questions that you have. So right now, I'm gonna pass on that because it's not what I want to do. So I'm good because it's not it doesn't bring money back into my pocket, and I want to do what's going to bring money back into my pocket. So this goes on a monthly basis. So right now, again, it's saying I've got another child. Come on, guys. It doesn't give you more than 3 kids, so that's okay. That's the third one, and I think that's the final one anyway. So what I'm waiting for is for my cryptos to increase, and I'm gonna show you how the rich think, guys. So keep looking at what I'm doing, guys. So right now, I'm gonna go for a small opportunity in life. Okay, stocks. Okay, I'm not gonna buy the stocks. Do you know why? It's gonna cost me $30 to buy the stocks, but the maximum I can also sell is $30. So I can't make any money, right? So there's no point if I cannot make any money. So I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna keep going in my life. Obviously, once again, I'm gonna go for. Usually, I would look for a small. Wow. Okay. Remember, guys, I got stocks for a dollar, right? And I spend the all of the money that I have in my account then, which was $3,000. Now the stocks, the cryptos that I got for 10, the cryptos that I got for um, the cryptos that I got for $1 is now selling for $10. So what do you think I should do? Should I sell it, or should I buy more, or should I pass? Usually I'm not gonna sell it, and I'll tell you why. I'm not gonna sell it, but even though if I sell it, I'm gonna make a whole lot of money, but I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna be a long-term investor, and I'm gonna wait until it goes up to maybe $40. Sorry, guys, that's me. Okay, so I'm not gonna sell it, but I know some of you guys will be like, "Oh, sell it, sell it, sell it," because that's gonna be like $30,000, right? Okay, so someone is saying sell half of it, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna sell half of it. Okay, that's a good. Let me see if it's gonna allow me to sell half of it. Okay, so I believe that's breezy, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna sell half of it. That's good. That's a good way to think, right? Because I'm gonna make my money back, right? Remember, guys, I invested $3,000. If I sold everything right now, I am gonna make 30. Look, if I sold everything right now, um, I am gonna make $30,000. Let's say after a year or two, right? Because we've been going around on a monthly basis. So let's say maybe after a year or two, I'm gonna make $30,000. Is that a bad investment? Not at all. But anyway, I'm gonna sell half of it, like Breezy said. So I'm gonna have make my money back. So I didn't lose anything. Okay, so now what's gonna happen? Look, guys, so now I have a cash of 21,300. This is how the rich people think, guys. This is how people become wealthy in life. Okay, so very important. Look, now I've got 21,300 because I sold half of my cryptos, and guess what? I've still got half of it left, and I've still got my condo, so I'm still good. So I'm gonna keep going. Once again, I'm gonna look for a small deal. Okay, so now look. Okay, now if I have a friend that makes $3,000, yes, I can give it to them because I have this cash sitting in my account right now, right? So now it's saying house for sale. I'm gonna pay a down payment. Usually in this part of the world, it's always on mortgage, but you can buy outright. It's really up to you. But most of the time, it's on mortgage, right? So it's asking me to pay 4,000. Okay, and guess what, guys? I've got the money. I don't need to go to the bank, and I'm gonna be making $200 back. Okay, so I'm gonna buy into that, and guess what's gonna happen, guys? Look, my passive income just went up. I've still got a cash value of 17,300 after taking out $4,000, and my passive income keeps going up. Look, and then I've got two properties, guys. I've got two properties. Although they're showing as liability, but at the same time, they are still an asset because they're bringing money into my pocket. Look, income. Look at that right there. Income. I've got two properties, right? And I've got my cryptos. I just want to say this is cryptos. I know it says stocks, but I'm going to leave it as cryptos. Okay, so mutual fund, I'm going to pass because it doesn't give you much. And I'm going to pay $20. And the maximum I can get is 30. So I'm going to pass. So I'm gonna keep going with my life, as normal. I'm still working. I'm still looking for small deals. Okay, now guess what, guys? I have a stocks here that is selling for $5, but potentially, and some of you guys have been into the forex session, so you can check on the chart. Is this a good time to buy? Maybe the price has gone really, really low, and then the price is gonna go up maybe in 6 months to a year, right? So, okay, for me, I am gonna take the risk. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna say 15,000 just to have a bit of cash left. Okay, so I'm gonna buy $3,000 worth, 3,000 cryptos, right? Okay, I know it says shares, but I'm gonna buy. And guess what, guys? Look, my cash value has gone down. You see, a lot of people, they like to see the money sitting in their account. But let me tell you something, the rich people like their money sitting in assets. Look now, I've got 3,000 shares of that cryptos, and I've got 1,500, coins of that cryptos. That's why I'm going to say cryptos because I like to say cryptos. I know it says shares. Okay, keep watching what I'm going to do. So now look, so these things happens in life. It's saying that a company, they are looking to buy a property, a kind of a property, but I don't have that property. So I'm going to pass, right? So I'm going to say pass. Then I'm going to look for a small deal again. So, wow. So my T4U, which is the cryptos that I just bought, but this is stocks, right? We don't usually get this in cryptos. The only time we get this in cryptos is when they split and stuff like that, but we don't actually get this in cryptos. But anyway, so it's saying that the stocks that I bought, and this happens in real life, guys. So business has been up dramatically and the company is doing so well. So the shares have split. So that means I now have, wow. So now I now have 6,000 shares of my T4U. I'm going to say small again. The reason I'm saying small is I'm trying to sell my cryptos and then I'm going to start going for big deals. Okay. But this is how the rich people think in reality. Okay. So I'm going to be a little bit fast here because you guys have an understanding. Again, same stocks. I am not really gonna buy because I already got 6,000 shares. I can buy maybe okay, you know what? I'm gonna make it 10,000 shares for now. So I'm gonna buy because it's so cheap, right? So I'm gonna buy. So now I've got more cryptos. So now I've got, yeah, so now I've got 10,000 of this, right? So I've got 10,000 coins. Okay, so I'm still gonna go for a small deal. So now I've only got a 4,100, but I've got an opportunity to buy a property for $50,000. Let me see what the bank is gonna ask me to pay back. That's gonna make me to decide if I want to buy or not. Okay, so I'm asking to take a loan. No, I'm not gonna buy because I'm gonna break even, right? So on my loan, I'm gonna be paying $100. So I'm not gonna buy because I'm gonna break even. The maximum I can make on the property is $100. I'm not gonna buy for now. I'll just leave it as it is. You guys, I just want you to see something which happens in real life. Okay, so I'm not gonna buy again. This is mutual funds. I'm not gonna buy. I'm gonna leave that. I'm just gonna keep going on a monthly basis. Okay, so now it's saying that my sister-in-law borrows money. It's okay. I'm gonna give it to my sister-in-law, right? That's fine. But this time around, she wants to borrow $5,000. Wow, that's a lot. But it's okay. I'm gonna give it to her. So I'm gonna have $600 left. Technically, you know, it might not be a wise thing to do, but I've got all these assets, right? So I'm good. Okay, so now guess what happens? One of the stocks that I bought earlier, that company is not doing well. Now my stocks is gonna split, and I'm gonna lose half, thanks to Breezy that asked me to sell it because I still made my money, right? I bought it for $3,000 and I made $15,000, right? Half of it, and I've still got something left. So 10 acres of raw land, I'm gonna pass because I don't have enough cash value for now. So I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna buy later for sure, but for now, I just want to show you guys something. So I'm gonna say small again. Okay, look at this, guys. House for sale. Down payment is zero, but I am not gonna make any cash flow. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be making -100 every month. Wow, nobody wants to do that. So sorry, I'm not interested. So I'm good. And it happens in real life, right? Okay, so now I'm just waiting for the price of my cryptos to go up. I'm not gonna buy anything for now. I'm just gonna pass. I just want the price to go up and sell, and then I can start doing bigger things. Okay. Again, there is an opportunity, but you guys already have an understanding of how this works out in reality, right? You can start seeing like the asset column is building. My income is getting more and more, and my passive income. And if you stay with me, there is a reason why this is happening, because we want to have enough passive income that is going to pay off all of our expenses. That's the whole idea of this. So I'm gonna buy. So of course, houses are more expensive now. So this was created a long time ago. But anyway, for the sake of this, I'm gonna buy. I have enough cash, and guess what? I'm gonna make a lot more than even other properties, right? So this is a good deal. It says find a great deal. So I'm gonna buy, and guess what, guys? Look at this. Look at my passive income. It's growing up gradually, gradually. My asset as well. Look, my asset column, you can see why some people are wealthy, because they have a lot of assets. Okay, so it's saying that someone wants to buy a property. They have offered me $135,000 for one of my properties that I got for maybe $50,000. What are you gonna do, guys? Let me know. I'm gonna sell it. So I'm gonna sell the property because I'm gonna make a lot. I got a property for this. I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it for sure. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. So now look at what I made on that property. So I made 93. You can start to see how people become rich in life, guys. This is how people build up. Remember, the old time we've been playing this game is probably roughly maybe 2 to 3 years on this game right now. I know it looks so fast, but every time we're moving around the cycle, it's every month on a monthly basis, okay? And I'm gonna sell the other property as well. I'm gonna sell this as well. Wow, look at this, guys. You can see how people build their wealth. So now, guess what I'm gonna do? I am gonna pay off my car loan. I am gonna pay off my credit card debts. I am gonna pay off my retail debt. So I'm gonna, because now I've got $195,000, right? So guess what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. Wow. My cryptos is now selling for $50. Although I lost half of it, right? Let me see. Where is it? Yeah, remember I lost half of it, right? But I've still got 750 left. Now it's selling for $50. This is the time that I'm gonna sell it, and watch what's gonna happen, guys. I already made $15,000 back, right? But guess what's gonna happen? I am gonna sell. Okay, I'm gonna sell everything, and now I made $37,000. You see how people build their wealth. When you keep the money in your account, it's not going to do anything. When you invest in things that you know about, obviously you don't invest in everything, but the things that you know about, you start building your wealth. This is how people become wealthy in life. Look, guys, I started with $400, right? Say 4 years ago, I started with $400. Today, I have well, I sold two of my properties, but I'm gonna get more anyway because now I even have money to get more. Okay, so all I'm doing right now is I'm gonna wait till I get the good offer to sell these cryptos right here, and then I'm gonna start going to big deals. If I click on the big deal, I'm not gonna be able to sell this because it's not gonna show up in the big deals. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. So okay, so now at the same time, I'm so fortunate, like my cryptos has gone up to $40, and I got some of them for $5. I got some of them for $1, right? Wow, good. You said makes sense. Good. So now I am gonna sell everything. I don't want to keep my cryptos any longer. I want to start going into something bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna sell. Wow, look at this, guys. I'm gonna get $400,000. So look, watch what's gonna happen. Now, did you see did you see the magic, guys? This is how people become wealthy in life. And these things actually happens on a day-to-day basis in people's life. This is the wealth formula, guys. This is what people do to become wealthy. And guess what I'm gonna start doing, guys? Oh yeah, I said I was gonna pay off my loan. So I want to pay off all of this. So I want to be debt free now. Now I'm not gonna have any more debt. So I'm gonna say um start a part-time company. That's fine. I have a lot of money that I can do that, right? So okay, so now I want to repay this. So first I'm gonna pay off my mortgage. Okay, I'm gonna repay car loans. I'm gonna repay credit card debts. I'm gonna repay retail debt. Guess what, guys? Now I am debt free. I paid off all of my debts, right? So now I'm debt free. I don't have any more debts, and I've still got money sitting in my account. So now I can start going for bigger deals, right? Which is gonna get me out of the rat race so fast. So now I have an opportunity to buy a duplex because I got a lot of cryptos stocks. I got them cheap, so this is why it's important to be educated. So what a lot of people do is they buy the stocks when everybody else is talking about it. For example, cryptos, people buy when the price is really, really, really up. But no, you gotta buy when the price is low, so you can sell when the price is high. So now I'm gonna start going for bigger deals. So I got a property. Okay. So look at my passive income. Now, remember my expenses has reduced because I paid off all of my debts, right? All of my debts, I paid them off, right? So now I'm just gonna start going for big deals, okay, just to make it faster. So because now the money is there, right? So you use all the stocks to build your wealth, and then you start investing in real estates and businesses, right? So I'm gonna do that. So now you guys can understand what we're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna be a bit faster. So so once again, someone wants to buy a property, but unfortunately I don't have it. So now look at my assets, right? I mean my virtual assets in this game. So I've got the condo property. I've got a the money that I gave to my sister-in-law. It's showing as my asset because if my sister-in-law decides to give it back to me, I'm gonna get it back, right? So I have a software company. I have a property. I have an arcade. So those are my assets, right? Look at my income, guys. In reality, like this is how people build their wealth. Okay, like I always say, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's a gradual process. Look, so done. Okay, so I'm gonna go for big again so we can get out of this. So buy, you can see my cash, like the cash that I have in the bank is reducing, but my passive income keeps going up because I keep acquiring all these properties, guys, right? You see? And I keep getting income from them, and I'm using well, in this case, I already have the money, so I'm using my own money, but technically, people would use other people's money, right? So now I'm gonna keep buying the property. And sometimes what you can do is you can keep buying the stocks or cryptos and use that to build the wealth even more, right? But for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep buying because what I want to do is I want to build my passive income to the level that I am no longer gonna be working. Okay, that's the goal here. Because remember, I'm still like an airline pilot, so what I want to do is I'm not even looking at what I'm doing anymore. I just keep clicking, right? So anyway, so someone wants to buy my one of my properties. So someone wants to buy one of my properties. So um let's see. So you know what? I'm not gonna sell for the sake of time, but you guys already understand all of that, right? But for the sake of time, I'm not gonna sell. But if I do sell, I'm gonna make more money, but my passive income is gonna reduce. But I'm not gonna sell. I am gonna pass, okay, for now, for the sake of time. So I'm gonna go for big opportunity again. Wow. So this is how wealthy people in life. This is how they build their wealth. Okay, so I'm gonna go for big opportunity again. Wow, I think this is gonna blow everything up. Actually, wow, this is gonna cost. Okay, look, this is a car wash company. Okay, it's gonna cost $350,000, but I'm gonna be making $1,500. I am gonna buy because I want to do this for the sake of time. But anyway, wow, look at my passive income, guys. So now I'm making more money passively without working for it. So remember, people on the I quadrant, right? They send money on errands. So they don't work for money. The money is working for them and they're making passive income back, right? So this is exactly the same thing here. So I think it actually made me to take out a loan. Yeah. So for the car wash, it was a down payment of $50,000, and the remaining was a loan, I believe. So that's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna go with the big opportunity again. And guess what, guys? Look, say so you are out of the rat race. The rat race is, like people trading the time for money, 9 to 5 kind of lifestyle. So now I am out of the rat race. Maybe it took me 10 years of my life, right? But maybe it took me 8 years because I wasn't keeping tabs on time. But after a while, after building my assets, eventually I am out of the rat race. And that is how people build their wealth. If you remember, I said you can still be working, but at the same time, building your wealth on the right side. Okay. You can still be trading your time for money right now, but you can start looking for cryptos, maybe very, very cheap, especially you guys that have been on the Forex training. You know when the price is really, really low, and maybe you're gonna buy for 6 months or a year or 2 years, and then you're gonna sell it off. Usually I like to use cryptos as an example. So what happens now? We're out of the rat race. We're no longer dealing with all of those small properties. Now you are beginning to become wealthy, and now is the time to start thinking about big things. Okay, so there's two ways today. So you can achieve your dream in life. So if your dream is to have a charity organization, that would be your dream, and that means you're successful in life. But usually what I'll just do here is I'm just going to keep buying, and I'm going to build this really, really quick. So now remember, you have all of those investments anyway. They're still working for you. So all of the money you're making in all your investments, they're still there. But now to even move on to the next level, right? So now it's more about bigger, bigger, bigger stuff. So it's saying you're gonna have dinner with the president as your goal. I don't think that's the goal that I selected. I can't remember the goal that I selected anyway. Um, so I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna be. It's still the same thing, guys. It's just that this is bigger opportunities, right? For example, I'm gonna buy. Yeah. So remember before I was just buying like one property, two properties, but now I've got enough, cash flow that I am able to start buying bigger properties, right? So that's just the difference, but we're still pretty much doing the same thing that I was doing before. Okay. So yeah, so now you can see that I am beginning to build my passive income, like the big boy level passive income. So now you can see I've got a truck parts maker. I'm making $5,000 on that. I've got a beauty salon. I'm making $10,000 on that. I've got 60-unit apartment building. I'm making 8 grand on that, right? So that's how people build their wealth. If you don't want to do anything dodgy or crazy. So now someone, I have a lawsuit, so I'm gonna lose half of my cash. That's okay. I mean, you're now a big boy, right? Doesn't really bother you anyway. So I'm gonna be trying to be as fast as I can, but I guess you guys understand this. So it's saying I should buy a gold mine. It's gonna cost me 150,000, and the cash flow is gonna be 25,000. Of course, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now it's saying that I have won the game by raising my passive income over $50,000. Good. So you guys understand this is how, these things work in reality for people that want to understand it, right? For so many people, they like to see the cash value in their account. For some people, they like to see, oh, I've got $10,000. Oh, I've got $100,000 in my bank. People like it that way. But the rich people and the wealthy people, they don't want to have their cash sitting in their account. They want to have their cash tied to an asset. And one of the best ways you can quickly build your asset is stocks. There are still some good stocks out there as well, and there's also some good cryptos. Like if you know what you're doing, right, you can still get your hands on some cryptos and buy them, and keep them for maybe 6 months or a year or two, for however long it takes, right, for the price to actually get to what you want it to get to. So if you invest $1,000 in cryptos and you can sell it for $15,000, I think that's a good deal. That's a good deal. You can actually use the $15,000 plus your other savings that you have. You can use it as a down payment for a property and rent it out, and then you start building your passive income, right? So the goal is to have your money working for you, so you have passive income, making money for you on a regular basis. And now remember, I started as an airline pilot, right? But now I am no longer working for anyone, and I'm literally making what was it again? $50,000 every month or something like that, from all of my businesses, right? And I have a lot of cash flow. Like, I mean, this happens, guys, in reality. Maybe sometimes not as sweet as this. And do you know why? Because all of this happened in like maybe 30 minutes. Maybe this would take 10 years or 15 years for someone to actually achieve, right? But if you're a young person today, if you're 30 years old today, maybe by the time you're 45, maybe you could be financially free, right? If you're 40, maybe by the time you're 55, you could be financially free. So that's the whole point of the wealth formula that I always talk about. It is exactly the same thing that I just showed you guys here, guys. So, and again, you can see the financial statements, you can see your liabilities, you can see your assets, you can see, making use of other people's money and stuff like that, right? So that's it, guys. So that's gonna be about it today. So I hope you guys were able to take away with you one or two things, and I hope we're gonna meet up again next week. I'm not sure if we're gonna have the session tomorrow, but if we're gonna do, I will share the link in the group. You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome, everybody. Right? You want to be financial intelligent. So that's the most important thing. Like when everybody else is doing something, maybe that's the time for you to step back a little bit and let them do whatever they want to do. Be the smart investors. So we talked about the smart investors in the first video, and we talked about some cryptos opportunities, and some of those actually are actually doing what I was expecting them to do. So you can watch that video. I think it's going to be the first video that we had. I identified some crypto opportunities, and they're doing exactly what I said they were going to do. And the ones like Bitcoins, if I'm a newbie to the game right now, I'm not gonna get in right now. No matter what, I'm gonna wait. If it takes 2 months or 3 months for the price to come down, I don't care. I'm gonna do that. I mean, if I'm a smart investor, right? But obviously, if you're one of the fortunate ones, like you got in early, so awesome. But if I was new to the game right now, I would not, I would stay out of it until everything, regulates again, and then I'm going to start with the next wave, right? So that's what I would tell people. So just because everybody else is doing something doesn't mean that you should do it. Otherwise, you might just get in now and then your money will start going down, and then what you're going to say, you're going to say, oh, Bitcoin is a scam, oh, Bitcoin is not good. No, it's just because you don't have the knowledge or the right knowledge. So that's pretty much how it works, guys. So if you're someone who really, really want to get into stocks, right, I would suggest that this is a website that you wanna check out as well, because everything, like all the news about stocks, the stocks market is always on the website. So you can go through. From there, you can find even more information and stuffs like that, right? So you can do that. So that's the website right there. So if you want to know about stocks, you can go to that website. If you want to learn more about cryptos, you can come to this site as well. It's all news about cryptos and what's going on, and you can keep yourself abreast of the information, right? Yeah, like all the news that you want to find out about cryptos, you can come to this website. You will be able to see them. All right, guys. So have an awesome weekend, everybody. We're gonna catch up next week, and we're gonna continue with our financial intelligence session. So today was an awesome session, guys. Have a good one. Take care, folks. Bye for now.